episode 8. All right. Anything last minute, or you're all good?
That's all. I'm ready.
I bet. What is going on, guys? It is your boy TKD123 here, back in your place and source. This is, of course, Road to Rift Apart, episode 8, the weekly podcast dedicated to any and all things Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, from news, lore, reactions, and upon release, I'll review along with a spoiler cast to end off the whole series. With me, of course, the homie Tajay. How are you doing, good sir?
We're doing very well this good night. My boy.
True. Another night one, but yo, I mean, I know it's like 9, almost 10 o'clock for you.
Yeah, but it feels like 8 in the morning, so I mean, I think it's okay.
True. Yo, this man said power nap, right, and slept for like 4 hours.
Bruh, because I was up playing factions before that. Then you're ready to work, so I was like, bet. But I was like, I kind of want to get a little like cool down, you know what I mean?
Listen,
I don't know.
Listen,
it was
bro,
supposed to go down like that.
I
even set an alarm. I overslept it.
Look, man, I'm not even hating, bro. I appreciate kings getting sleep. You know what I'm saying? Sleep's important for sure. Sleep's important because I went through like the majority of college, bro, legit with like 5 or 4 hours of sleep a night, and it was very unhealthy, man. It just was not the vibe. You know, you want to give your body some rest for sure.
That's usually how I sleep. I'm not gonna lie. I have a very bad sleep clock.
Yeah, like I mean, sometimes when like I know for E3, I get very little sleep sometimes for sure. Just editing and all that, and like, you know, just going through notes and stuff like that. So I know E3 is low key crunch time, but I like to, you know, make sure I get some sleep.
I should probably start sleeping more. Yo, how much you think you sleep on an average night?
Shit, I can look at my health app on my watch actually, on my iPhone actually. I want to say around 6 or 7. It's not great, but okay, you know, it's better than what it used to be. Let me see. Oh no, actually, well, last night I slept for 5.5 hours, so not that much last night, you know. But oh no, actually that's my average. My average is 5 hours and 9 minutes. Well, I've made no fucking progress. Look at that. Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Boys over here speaking positivity, sleep positivity. It's like I've made no progress.
Yeah, man, you want to get a nice 7 hours sleep minimum. Look at me, 5 hours and 9 minutes. Jesus.
It's better than 4. I used to sleep very little.
True.
I still do.
True. I mentioned the time of day because, you know, right now in lovely Arizona, you know, we don't have a thing called daylight savings, right? Mm-hmm. So right now it's 7:44, but it looks like 6:44. A nice little sunset going on. You know, it's a very nice vibe. Yeah.
So wait, your sun is up?
Yeah.
Bro, it's pitch black over here. That's crazy.
Well, it's like going down. Like it's
sunsetting. Like, you know, it's orangey. You know what I'm saying?
It's like is it twilight? Is that what twilight is? Where it's the residual sunlight when the sun is down, and then the opposite of that in the morning is dusk. Is that true?
Yeah.
That's right, I think.
Dawn and dusk, maybe.
Oh wait, is dusk the end and twilight the beginning? Is twilight not even a thing?
I never heard anybody say twilight. I hear people say dawn and then dusk.
I'm really dumb. That's crazy.
I think dawn is in the morning, dusk is at night.
Dawn is definitely in the morning for sure. Damn, dusk is at night. Why did I think twilight was the time of day? Whatever, who cares? Housekeeping. Catch the show on user.com place and source, as well as podcast services like Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, etc. via our anchor link in the description. Like the video and rate the podcast to help us continue by more viewers so we can grow the PSS family. Down below, of course, you can let us know what you like or dislike about the show and connect with us further on Twitter and Discord in the description. If you're feeling generous as well, feel free to hit that join button to become a member of the channel with the $1 Prince tier like Tiwa Musa and Gameplay Sir, and our $5 King tier members just like Caleb Kaiser, SideQuest Sean, Stadia Vet Gaming, and the homie Owen. Much love to the Kings and the members of the channel. You can, of course, check out the stream series throughout the week. No MGS quite yet, but we did do Resident Evil Village. I do want to talk about that definitely and what we've been playing. Stream that. You can check that out for sure. And then maybe by the time this goes up on Friday, you may have seen a second stream on Thursday night, maybe. So that might be up as well. So check out those 2 streams if you want. But yeah, podcast reviews, you know, rate us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, all that great stuff. Give us some stars, give us some ratings. We much appreciate it. But I've been talking for too long. Tajay, What have you been playing, my boy?
Your boy has actually relapsed and has gone back to start playing factions. I've actually been retired from factions for a very long time. I stopped playing it a long time ago. I want to say like sometime around last year before part 2 came out. So it's been about a year since I played it, and I'm pretty addicted. This time around I kind of bought some of the DLC weapons, so like the shotguns and like the Velvet rifle and stuff like that, and also bought a few like cosmetics, and it feels pretty fresh. And I've been playing a lot of factions.
Yeah,
that's what I've been up to. I really need to go for the Resident Evil 8 Platinum, but I've just been chilling on factions a little bit.
Nah, man, factions is great, man. Factions is great. A lot of people, you know, just see Last of Us for the story, and obviously that's the main focal point, duh. But factions, man, look, that mode was fucking great. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, it's very fun.
It's a very, very, very fun game. Yeah, like, you know, I did a similar thing. I think it was 2 summers ago, or maybe the lead up to part 2. I also bought some like some of the weapons for the game and everything, right. You know, just to freshen up a little bit. You know, I can only use the semi-auto rifle for so many games, right? But no, man, I'm right with you, man. There's just something about factions that they just fucking nailed it.
Yeah, it's fun.
Nailed it.
Yeah,
nailed it. And then it's like, bro, Factions 2 is getting made right now, bro.
I think it'd be way better. Factions 2 can be so like I see so much more potential in Factions 2 and what they could do.
Oh my god, so
especially
much
if they have like an economy. Like I forgot what the position was called. What was it called?
Oh, the like currency.
Yeah, they called it like economy tester or economy.
Oh, like how they hired
the position.
Yeah. It was like an economy management person, whatever you want to say, who like designs the overall economy of a given mode, right?
Yeah, or just like the game in general.
Like,
like
game in
buying,
general.
like like for instance, all the cosmetics and things like that, stuff that you would earn throughout the game, or like the XP system and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I forgot the name of the position though. It's economy something. I'll look it up.
I think it's like, is it the economy designer?
Or something like that? Yeah.
Look at that, fucking great minds think
alike.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Think alike, whatever, all that thing. Yeah. Like my only big hope for Factions 2, right, amongst other things that are going to be probably given, right? Like it's probably going to feel like Last of Us Part 2. Duh. It's going to feel fucking great, right? The only thing I will say is that I would rework, you know, their microtransaction system. Or not have it in there at all, right? Because like
they need to not have any for guns. That's for sure.
That's what I'm saying.
Unlock weapons.
Factions, like bottom line, I don't care what anyone says. Like that's a pay to win mode. Like Factions is pay to win. Like there's
so many perks that like are so overpowered that you could buy. Guns that are overpowered that you could buy. Like it's just not fair.
Granted, you know, it's not like, you know, the loot box era of multiplayer where it was just fucking random and you had to dump like a ton of money into something.
Do they still do that anymore?
No. That's pretty much been kind of
like. Has it been regulated or no? Or has it just been knocked out?
Not. I think there was like a U.S. government like, you know, threat of like, hey, if you don't figure this out, game industry, we will for you. Right. You know. So I think as a whole, the industry kind of just went away from that. That's pretty much the like crux of it. But
bro, that was like really popping back in like I want to say 2014.
Yeah, bro, it was like 2014 to like 2017. I want to say like 2016, 2017. Yeah, man.
It was at its worst the first year though, I think.
Facts, bro. Facts. But like
when they first introduced it, wasn't it like what? I think the first game I saw use that was like Advanced Warfare.
Oh my god, Advanced Warfare. I have fucking flashbacks to that game, bro. I fucking hate that game, bro. Yeah, man. No, like I know. And I think there's still some games that like have it, right? But like the ones that have it, if it's free to play, I have no problem with that at all, right?
Yeah.
And I will commend Factions for at least having a like a la carte system where you can at least buy the overpowered gun and you can just get it and pay one price, as opposed to that system with the loot boxes where it's like it's completely RNG random, you know. So
and it's only like $1 at that, but still, it's like
that is true.
It's like $1
per
weapon, so it's cheap.
Yeah, they are incredibly cheap.
It's like why even do that though? Like
I agree.
It's like,
I agree. Also, it's like, bro, Factions is so old. Just make it all free, bro.
At this point,
you know how dope it'd be if it's like if tomorrow they're like, hey, look, all the weapons and Factions, they're all gonna be free. We're gonna update the game one last time. Everything's free. Have fun, y'all. You know, that'd be great. But I don't know if that'll ever happen. But glad to see you're enjoying Factions, getting those blueberries. You know what I'm saying? Isn't that the rigmarole? Don't Factions player call those blueberries?
I'm not sure.
I hear that sometimes. I don't know if that's true, but I could take off Metal Gear Solid 4. That's an old game I beat. You know what I'm saying? I had on the dock. But I've been playing. You know what? Let's jump to Village first. Resident Evil Village. As of this recording, I only played my first stream, so there may be a second one up. And my thoughts.
How many hours?
It was like 3 hours. I'm still pretty early. Yeah.
So what do you think in 3 hours? I feel like 3 hours is a pretty decent amount of time.
It's a decent amount. Yeah, for sure.
Just step your foot into it, you know.
Like I got to the castle, right? I'll try to be as spoiler free, but I don't even think I could spoil anything. I haven't ran into anything that's super unique in the game, so I guess really light spoilers for those out there.
He said the first 3 hours of the game is trash. Now I'm playing.
I mean, I will say I did find it a little bit like I'm not like hooked yet, bro. I don't know, man. Like I think Resident Evil 7 I think starts better than this game. Right?
Oh,
yeah, I think so. Like the RE7 intro is like
scary.
You are hooked instantly, right? Granted, that game then goes to another location that ends up fucking up the game's pacing and everything, and the game doesn't end up that great as the first few hours of RE7. But I've heard that RE Village is a nice ramp where it starts out, you know, not as high octane or like as high like intensity as like RE7, but it builds over time, which RE7 did not do.
I agree.
Okay, so you can say that as well. Okay, cool. But so far, I mean, I think the game is gorgeous on PS5. It's fucking great. Like it looks visually stunning for sure. Heisenberg is a character that I definitely want to know more about. He's like the most like Metal Gear Solid villain I've ever seen in my life. That's not from Metal Gear Solid for sure. So that's dope. Lady D, I'm not. I used the thumbnail, right? Did you see the thumbnail on the stream?
Yeah.
Okay, you know, I gotta keep it honest, right? So I'm not one of these dudes on Twitter that are actually physically thirsting for Lady D.
I don't get that.
I just simply did it as a joke because it's a joke, right?
Yeah, that's the meme.
Yeah, but like
there's people that have you seen some videos of Lady D, like she's pretty much naked.
I haven't.
Half naked walking, bro.
I hear there's mods on PC.
There's mods that make her pretty much porno, but the thing is like it has so many views, bro.
That's like
so many views in so little time. I'm talking about like 14 million views within the first like day or two. Like that's like music industry numbers. Like, bro, what's going on with that?
Like nothing illegal is happening, right? But I'm gonna still look at you kind of sideways, you know, if you're like physically like succumb and like are thirsting over Lady D. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not necessarily committing a crime at all, right? It's not like on some pedo anime status.
It's just kind of like, dang, you kind of weird.
It's just a little different, you know? Like,
it's different.
Yeah, you. I don't know if I want to go get a drink with you personally. You know what I'm saying? But
you need to go touch some grass, sir. Touch some grass.
Oh man, but I do, you know, like I am still enjoying the first hours of Village, right? But like I'm just not. I don't feel hooked yet personally. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe it'll happen soon, right? And I've heard from a lot of people, like what you said, right? How like it's a ramp where the game ramps up over time. So, and I'm still.
I was honestly pretty into it from the beginning, personally, just because like all the RE4 vibes. But
yeah, that's another blind spot too. I never played RE4, so
no,
I have that blind spot. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
Listen, bro, I'm gonna play the remake when it comes out in like a year or two. It'll be alright.
No, you know I don't think bruh. When it comes to these RE remakes, RE4 is the only one I played prior to the remake. So it's like, I don't even know if I want an RE4 remake because I feel like it's gonna change so much because those remakes do switch a lot of stuff.
Oh, you definitely getting the remake of RE4. Trust that.
I know I'm getting it. I'm gonna love it. So I'm gonna play it. But it's like I hope I like it better than the original, which I might not. But
also, I can tell you right now, they're gonna reuse a lot of the assets from Village for this remake. Trust that as well. You know, I've been hearing like a lot of people are like comparing the overall aesthetic of Village to RE4. I think that's a reason. I think there's a reason for that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no. I mean, so far I am enjoying Village. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not like over the moon. Like I can't wait to stream it next.
As long as they make sure RE4 remake is third person. If they make it first person, I'm gonna be so.
Nah, bro, it's gotta be third person. It's gotta be third person. It's gotta be third person for sure. But yeah, so far so good. Let's jump to Peace Walker. I'm almost done with the game. I'm on like mission like 25 out of like 33. I have hit a point where the game kind of expects you to do extra stuff, right? Where I've been mainly just doing the main story missions, and I've reached the boss fight where I'm gonna need to go back and level up myself a little bit more, right? So I've been kind of doing that. I've been chilling on that for a little bit, but I still love this game, man. This game is really incredible. Like it, like I don't know how else to describe Peace Walker other than like it. Taj, it's literally a console Metal Gear Solid on PSP. Like it
interesting.
It feels like there were honestly no, like, other than not being able to move while you're prone, that's like really the only thing that feels not like the console Metal Gear Solids. Like, I think it's great, man. Like, I think it's a fantastic game. I'm fucking loving it still, bro. I'm like literally like a kid again, bro, in my bed with my PSP playing for hours before bed. Like, that's literally what I used to do as a kid, and I'm getting like.
So are you not streaming this? You playing this on your own time?
No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not streaming this one.
This boy say he's in my bed in PSP for like a kid or Vita. I mean, I'm weak.
I mean, bro,
that's good. That's good to hear.
No, like, I mean, I don't know. Like maybe that's like a little bit hyperbolic, but like I do get like a little bit nostalgic of like that specific,
I get,
vibe.
I get exactly. I get
for
exactly
sure,
what you're
for
saying.
sure. It just it just be like that. So I'm fucking loving it. I'm playing it on Vita, by the way, not on PSP. But yeah, like I just think it's great. The only reason why I didn't stream it was because I just wanted to play it in its intended format. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's the main reason why. But I think it's great.
You want to play it like natively how it was meant, not the port.
Yeah. Like, I am curious to see how the PS3 port looked, because I bet I would almost like to play even more if it was like made for like a controller standpoint and everything. But it's cool. Right. It's cool. It's alright. I think it still plays great on Vita and everything. So shout out to that. I'll definitely have it beat by next week for sure. But so far so good, definitely. Last thing I've been playing, which I kind of am intrigued that you haven't checked this out, but Knockout City, bro. Have you heard about this game?
Yes, it's the dodgeball game.
Yeah, bro. Have you? So you?
I've not tried it.
You haven't tried it? There's a free trial going on right now. I think it started like last Friday, and it's a 10-day trial, so you still got some time. Maybe like a solid like 4 or 5 days. I think you should try it, bro. I gotta be honest, I have not played a public match yet. I only played training last night, and I think it plays pretty cool. I think there's something there. Like, I did get a satisfaction, of the way the game controls and the mechanics of the game. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
I don't have much to say about it, but I think you should check it out, bro. Check it out. Who knows?
All right. Did you like it personally?
Yeah, like, again, I only played training, so
Oh, you didn't play a match.
That's the thing. Yeah, like, I haven't gone to a match. I had to go to the gym with my little brother, and I just got tired after it, and I just didn't want to play.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, I've been meaning to play a match here pretty soon in the next couple of days or whatever. But at least the training and like just specifically how the game feels and like the mechanics in the game and the different dodgeballs that you can get that really change up the way you throw it and like how you use that specific dodgeball. Like, I think it's cool. Granted, I do feel like Knockout City will be something that will drop and then will not be talked about in a few months after,
Bro, the fastest multiplayer game decline I've ever seen? Bro, Destruction All-Stars.
The Destruction All-Stars, RIP.
I didn't even get to try it.
Wait, you never got to try it?
I never tried it.
It's high, man. But you know what I'm saying. It's just, is just not gonna cut it for multiplayer. It's just not gonna cut it.
Multiplayer just sucks these days. There's nothing to play.
Hey, there's always Rogue. I always fall back to Rogue now, man. Rogue is always gonna be there.
I don't even play Rogue anymore. I like Rogue, but I just don't play it no more. I got the platinum, so it's like
yeah, for that. I mean, we'll soon have factions too. Hopefully, sooner than later. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That'll hold us over for sure. Cause I would love a continuous way to loop Last of Us Part 2 gameplay. You know, in a competitive standpoint, that'd be fucking lit. But
60 frames.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Get that soon. But yeah, Knockout City. I definitely think you should at least check it out. It's free. Why not? Fuck it. You know, just check it out.
Right.
See if you like it. But going into the news here, first up here, there was a little bit of a clarification about the size of Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, the PS5 file size. It's actually smaller than we all thought. So we originally got the report last week that it was at 42.2 gigs. It has now been deemed a 33.6 gigabyte patch. So it's trimmed about 9 gigabytes from that. There's word
the fact that the game is so small is crazy.
Bro, it's fucking 33 gigs, while Modern fucking Warfare is like 200 and like whatever gigs, bro. You know?
A whole bunch.
It's crazy, bro. It's cool.
That's a fast download too.
Yes, sir.
Gigs.
Yes, sir.
Fast download. And I don't even have the fastest internet in the world, but that would make me go like I would get that pretty quick.
What's your?
My download's probably like an 80.
80 is not
My
bad.
upload's probably like an 8.
80 and 8, yeah. It's not bad. I have 100.
It's gonna be better though when I move.
Yeah. Oh, because you think you're gonna get like
we're gonna have
gigabit?
fiber 1000%.
Yes, sir. I want fiber so bad. But I have 100 up, 100 down. You know, and that's been working fine for me, honestly. Like I barely know.
100 up sounds beautiful.
Oh, it's fucking gorgeous, bro. It's fucking.
But I can't imagine having a gig up and down. You know how fast that is?
Yeah, and like I'm over here gushing about 100 up, 100 down. A gigabyte is 10 times more than that. Like,
yeah, that's what fiber
bro,
has, right?
Yeah. Gig up, gig down, bro. That is some speed, bro. That is some speed.
I can't imagine, like, bro, you would never have a stream problem ever for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
You'll never have like upload, like trying to like, let's say you get a video done real quick, you're trying to wait around for the upload and shit.
I mean, back at my childhood house, bro, I used to wait like 2.5 hours for like a 10-minute video to upload.
Oh my God.
It was like fucking stupid how long it took. Now it's literally like 10 minutes tops. So, shout out to Aaron.
Gig up, it could be seconds.
Bro, it's gonna be just like uploading the picture on fucking Twitter or whatever. It's gonna be quick as hell. Yeah. So definitely those. So like when the preload comes up for Rift Apart, we'll all definitely not have to wait too long for it to be downloaded. So pretty cool right there. Also, I like how small it is because like even if you forget to preload, it's only 33 gigs. You know what I'm saying? It's not even that bad.
You don't even really need to preload it, honestly.
To be honest, yeah. I mean, yeah, for real. They could open up a day before and you'll be fine for sure. So just want to give us a little update on that. Nothing too crazy there. But next up here, so this is gonna be a little bit of a time capsule type thing because this goes down tomorrow. But by the time you guys listen to this, it would have already happened yesterday, right? The Horizon Forbidden West State of Play is going down Thursday, May 27th. On the channel right now, you can probably watch the VOD of my State of Play stream. Check out those reactions there and everything. And we will be talking about it more in depthly on Save Slot Podcast on Sunday. But Taj, like, what is your back? Again, I know this isn't like Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, but like, how you feeling about Horizon Forbidden West?
Okay, I actually really enjoyed the first game. Whenever I played the first game, I remember I was very excited for it to come out, and I actually played it during a very like down period, I want to say, of my short 21-year life.
Yeah, where
I was actually for once, I guess you could say, depressed. So I mean, I guess that game made me feel a lot better.
Yeah.
Oh well, it did. So I would have to say I'm looking forward to the second one. Now, am I saying? I'm not gonna lie. These days, I'm not like super like excited and super hyped and just super anticipating and can't wait anymore for games necessarily. But I am looking forward to seeing what they show tomorrow. Just like for Ratchet and Clank, I feel like I'm hyped to play it, but like I still don't feel that like burning, itching desire that just like I need it right now until I really start like talking about it or something. But like other than that, like these days, I'm pretty patient when it comes to things, which is weird.
Well, totally. Not.
I know it's kind of random.
No. I hear you. I'm just the opposite, bro. I still get itchy and like eager over games for sure. So
I do too, but like I don't know. Like, I don't know. I just haven't. I don't know. I feel like my focus of where I've been having my mind at recently is just somewhere else.
Yeah. No, so. and that's totally fine. I mean, I feel like I just got out of like a 3-week kind of like lull of like not really like anticipating anything involving gaming, really. You know, like I feel like this was the first week I like felt excitement again for gaming. You know, but yeah, no, I'm really excited about it. You said you liked the first game. I loved Horizon Zero Dawn. I think it's fantastic. I think it's a great game. It's more impressive when you think about Guerrilla Games, how they were only developing Killzone since Horizon, and they were able to completely change genre, change the overall format of the game. Like you could not be so further apart from what Killzone was to what Horizon is, and like it is just insane how much they've like evolved, you know, from Killzone to Horizon for sure. I wasn't gonna bring it up, but you know what? I'm gonna bring it up. I just, you know, went on a whole tangent about, oh yeah, I have 100 down internet. It's fantastic. The internet goes out while we're recording time.
Yeah, so, I was actually thinking about that. But I didn't want to say anything.
That's
weird.
You really hate to see it. You really hate to see it. You know what I'm saying?
They didn't want to see us win.
I was I was really out here. It's these fucking Xbots, bro. They don't want to talk about PlayStation, man. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. But I did have one question for you, Taj. Right? So we're you know, again, this is a cap, like a little time capsule discussion, right? By the time everyone hears this, they will have already seen the Horizon gameplay, all that great stuff on PS5. What is one thing that you want to see improved or added to the game from its original Horizon Zero Dawn?
Honestly,
right?
I haven't played the game since I beat it after it launched when it first came out.
Same.
So I can't. I don't think it's fresh in my mind of what I could would want to add.
Yeah, I hear you. Which I think that's a great spot to be in. You know, you like the first game, but you have pretty much like little.
I played it once. Yeah.
Yeah. You have like little expectations, low key. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not expecting. I just want to play Horizon. Like I'm not really expecting anything. So
for sure. Me, I lied. I did play and beat the game when it first came out in 2017 February. But I played it. I want to say maybe like a year and a half ago. I played the Frozen Wilds DLC.
Okay.
So I do remember it a little bit more from that standpoint. The big thing I want to see, bro, is I want to be able to mount those flying machines, right, and have a little bit of a better traversal. I think that would be fire. I feel like there's no fucking shot this game is 30 frames on PS5. Maybe there's like a fidelity mode for sure, right? But there's gotta be a 60 frames mode.
Speaking of Ratchet and Clank,
what's up, bro? Or like, are
you gonna go
Horizon?
Fidelity?
Oh,
or are you gonna go
Ratchet?
Performance? Yes.
I'm gonna go performance, absolutely. Come on now. I might like peep fidelity, right, and just like see what's up.
No.
You know, I might
fidelity. You get the great, like the way that these people want the game to look. Like,
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
You're not wrong. You're really not wrong. You're not wrong. But man, I just like 60 frames, man. I just can't. You know, like
I gotta go with those graphics.
Yeah, and hey,
I don't know. I like 60 frames too, but like,
it's all good.
I feel like I don't like the fact that you have to sacrifice the way how beautiful the game could look for it to look smooth. Like for instance, when I played Miles Morales, I had to have RTX on, bro. Like I had to have it on. It just looks so much better with it on.
It definitely looks better for me. I still think it looks good in 60 frames.
I guess for like a streamer wise, like yeah, it's probably better doing 60 because like your
that
viewership.
too. But
I'm like, bro, I don't care, bro. Like that fidelity, like 30 frames doesn't really hurt me that bad.
Like, bro, you know how much this HD 60s Plus costs for me to finally stream in 60 frames? You don't know how long, bro. I was waiting on that card, so I'm gonna take advantage of those 60 frames for sure. And like, definitely, I love the 1080p 60 streams that I do now for sure. But no, I mean, like, you know, 30 frames, I'm sure, and like I'm sure it's gonna be a stable 30, right? So it's, you know, a stable 30.
I just know that game's gonna
acceptable.
Look so smooth in 60 though, bro. It's gonna look so like fluid.
I can't fuck
the way the gameplay is, how fast and everything it is, and how colorful. Like I'm pretty sure like in 60, it just looks so fluid. But I don't know. I don't know. I gotta see.
Last thing I'll say, we're on the eve of this state of play, right? I think bottom line, I think we're gonna be fucking wowed tomorrow. I think Horizon Forbidden West is gonna look exceptionally good. For sure.
Is it PS5 only, right?
No, it's not. It's on PS4 as well. So,
bro, why do they keep doing this?
I know, bro. I mean, this is the last PS4, PS5 game that we're aware of. I'm still looking at God of War.
I think I would allow this just because they've been working on this for a while. I feel like, so maybe it makes sense.
Well, yeah, it's been like pretty much confirmed. They haven't said it publicly, but like it's been pretty much confirmed by like a lot of different sources that this game started off as a PS4 game, which makes a lot of sense. Horizon Zero Dawn came out in 2017. It's not like they weren't working on anything after Zero Dawn and before the PS5 came out, right? So, this game definitely started out as a PS4 game, absolutely. But yeah, I mean, I have pretty high expectations for what we're gonna see tomorrow.
I feel like in this generation, like I feel like with the PS3, I feel like they just ditched it.
Ditched what?
The PS4, like I feel like when PS4 came out, they pretty much just ditched the PS3 when it came to exclusives.
Oh no, you're right, absolutely, you're right, absolutely, 100%.
But this time around, they're like sticking, or like I don't like. What's the difference? Like, why are they doing this? I'm not hating. I'm not like I don't really care, I guess. But it's like I feel like it hinders what we could be playing.
I agree.
Like,
Taj, I'm right with you, bro. I'm right with you. And like, although we will say that, right? And people will throw it back at us. Oh, like why?
Xbox says that it doesn't, but I feel like Xbox's scenario is different because it plays one disc plays all, right?
Yeah.
And isn't there like different? I don't know. I don't know how to explain Xbox side. I don't know, man.
Yeah, like with them, they have Play Anywhere, right? Where you buy like. You can put in a base Xbox One game into your Series X. If there is Series X compatible like updates to that game, it'll just automatically just run the highest version it can, right? Like in like layman's terms, right? But yeah, no, like I think a lot of it also had to do with the amount of PS4s out there in the wild. How there's over 115 million PS4s out there, and there's only I think they just crossed 8 million PS5s, which is fantastic, right? But I think they don't want to leave that money on the table, right? Mm-hmm. Which I can understand, but you have a very, very good point where it's like, bro, we did not have a problem with this at all when we ditched our PS3s and we're only playing PS4 games on PS4. Right?
I was left in the dust, bro. Like I was on the PS3 till 2015, so it's
yeah, bro. So. Yeah, that's a whole different discussion, but I'm definitely with you. Like,
but then again, PS3 does hold up. I mean, PS3 wouldn't have held up as well. Like, bro, the games that were PS3 and PS4, the differences were jarring, bro.
Yes, sir.
But now, like, I feel like PS4 to PS5, like, it's not as jarring of a difference, but it's definitely there. Like, I feel like the PS4 games don't look bad, but with PS3 games, they looked bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. I feel that. But yeah, I mean, like, hey, I know, like, if we were to tweet this out, we'd get hella people talking shit, right? But like, I'll say it right here, right now. Look, I hope God of War Ragnarok is a PS5 exclusive because I
don't give a fuck what nobody got to say.
Yeah, sir. Hey, I understand that it's hard to get a PS5. I'm sorry. I feel for you, but you know what? I'm in a position where yes, I was able to, by luck, by whatever you want to call it, I have a PS5. So yes, I want all future games from first party to be fully dedicated to the PlayStation 5. And that's just how
I agree.
That's just how it goes. I'm sorry. That's just how it would be. I totally get the other side. I get it. I'm sorry. I still want God of War to be PS5 exclusive. That's just how it goes. So. But yeah, I'm excited for State of Play. But what is exclusive to PlayStation 5 is, of course, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Let's get to the main topic here. Of course, we're gonna go in depth into the story of Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. We had Zircon Jr. come out with. We were talking before the show, but honestly, man, Zircon Jr. man. You kind of slacked on this story overview, bro. It's not that thorough. It's not that detailed,
Facts.
I'm like, bro, you really did not encapsulate the story. Like saying like there's like dimensional rifts everywhere is not telling us the story. It's not. So you know, Zircon Jr., you know, I might have to call Mr. Zircon to kind of like whip your ass low key. I don't know, man. But I think we can do a better job there though. But link below in the description, you can check out the Zircon story overview if you want to do that. But I got the wiki, and I say we kind of just go from the dome, Taj, and just kind of just talk about where we're at with Rift Apart, right? So you just played Into the Nexus, right? So can you give a nice little kind of like encapsulation on where we last saw our heroes, right?
Honestly, with Into the Nexus, it's like I know it's a part of the main line story, but I just feel like it's not. I feel like the story itself is side.
Okay, right.
So like, even though I feel like it's like a conflict in between an adventure, is how I see it, kind of.
Okay.
Because like that was they were just kind of like transporting what's her face to prison, and then she happened to break out, so I had to like get a hold of her really quick. Like I feel like it was just a little minor inconvenience. It wasn't like a dire like the entire. I mean, I guess technically they had some shit going down pretty bad, but I don't think it got to like a level of scale that we've seen like in the past where a certain galaxy is really at risk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, but like where they left, like I just feel like they left off in a good spot, really. Like it's just they're just chilling, really. Like, you know, Ratchet, he's coming to terms, like he's still like coming to terms, like, okay, maybe I don't really need to, you know, see these linebackers. Like my family's right here. You know what I mean? Maybe like that was like their way to maybe try to conclude Ratchet and Clank's future saga, which I mean in a way it did. But I think Rift Apart is like opening it back up.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I mean, I only brought up Into the Nexus because, like, you know, we have Insomniac, and like they have said that, hey, Rift Apart is what happens after Into the Nexus. Like they have explicitly said Into the Nexus, right?
Really, if you look at Into the Nexus, you can see it as like the closing of the future saga, the opening of like whatever is next.
Yeah, I mean that's where we saw all the rifts happening. You know what I'm saying? Like all that, you know, and that's really where the
lore starts building for this dimension stuff. So
yeah.
I guess in a way, if you look at Into Nexus like in that type of standpoint, really, it serves its purpose very well.
Yeah. I think, you know, with I think Clank was holding the Dimensionator. It was broken, and then obviously he fixes it here. And we've seen that footage already from the intro of the game.
I like how he made it into like a gun instead of like a helmet.
I like it too.
It's like
yeah. It was weird as a helmet. Like I get it, but it was kind of weird. I like how it's a gun now. You know.
Yeah.
I like the redesign a lot more. Shout out to Clank. He did his god work right there for sure.
Up.
But yeah, like
Zony.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Zony.
Oh, Zony. Yeah, bro. Zony.
You live like Zony.
Yeah, man. So I mean, I just think we're in an interesting spot after the future trilogy, right? Like with you know, Clank coming to terms with really knowing who he is now, right? Like knowing where he comes from and getting that context versus Ratchet, where now.
But also, wait, you know what I just thought about just now?
What's up? Go ahead.
Remember how we were talking about like Clank's inconsistencies about like, you know, putting the world at risk with
Thank you. That's what I was leading towards.
I just thought about this. Okay, look, so
yeah, let's break it down.
If we go back to a crack in time, okay?
Yes, sir.
He says that he feels like he can't leave and fulfill his purpose at the clock until Ratchet finds like his people, because I think like now that Clank got to see where he's from and see like what his family would be and like who his dad is, he could see like, okay, like this is a lot. This means like this is like pretty much your lineage, like your past, like everything about you. This is like your blood. So he's probably like, I feel like it would be wrong for me knowing my best friend is still trying to find that for himself, and I just ditch him and then find that, like, already just fulfilled that for myself. So it's like, maybe since he knows he has this purpose to go back, and he did promise like, okay, I'll go back after Ratchet finds his own. He's like, okay, I'm willing, after, you know, opening my mind up because me meeting my originators, that I feel like we should take this chance and I make this Dimensionator and let him go back. That could be the reason. I didn't think about that before, but that could be like the explanation of why Clank would change his mind.
So it's
ever since that's probably what changed his mind. Like if you even think about Into Next, we take the Dimensionator. Even then, like of course he knows it's too dangerous, but he did it because like remember that promise at the end of Crack in Time where he's like, I can't like come back and do this until Ratchet finds his own. Which probably is what changes his viewpoint on like, okay, maybe we should like risk this.
Yeah. And like
I don't know why I didn't think about that before.
Just to catch people up to speed, like if they don't know like this conversation that we're having, right? Like there was a tweet going around a few weeks ago of someone, making the very, very good point, and I forgot to link it or whatever. I'm sorry. I'll try and find it and I'll put it in the description. But this dude on Twitter was saying like, Clank would talk a lot in A Crack in Time about how messing with the dimensions, is a bad thing. You shouldn't do that.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout the entire Future series.
Yeah. And then we have Clank repairing the Dimensionator and like encouraging Ratchet to use it, right? While I like hear that tweet and I understand where he's trying to, like make that point. I always thought it was just Clank just being a bro to Ratchet. Like, hey, like I still want to give him his family and still give him the knowledge of it. Yeah.
And I think this viewpoint would stem back to the ending of A Crack in Time, which like I didn't think about that before.
Yeah. But then I also agree. I think you said this just now, maybe, or like a few seconds ago. I don't know, but like I just thought about it where I think to a certain degree, right, Ratchet having that exhale, like, okay, at the end of Into the Nexus, right, like, this is my family, right? Like, yeah, I would have loved to see the Lombaxes, but you know what? I'm in this dimension. I'm here for a reason. I found Clank for a reason, and this is just how things ended up, and this is my family. This is my home, right?
Right. With Tywin.
I can see the complaints of people saying that now with Clank repairing the Dimensionator, it completely just undoes that whole concept, right? But I feel like
it just opens because it's kind of like this.
What's up?
Yeah. All right, so I feel like Into Nexus could have been seen as like the closing of the entire series, but it leaves it open since Clank grabs the Dimensionator, right?
Oh yeah.
So I feel like with Clank, obviously they're having this parade, they're chilling, they're not really doing hero stuff no more, and then obviously Dr. Nefarious still lurking around in the shadows. Clank repairs the Dimensionator. Is like, okay, maybe like you should probably just because they're just living their afterlife. They're just living their life. They're just chilling now. It's like, okay, maybe you should go check it out. Just being normal.
True.
Living normal life, and then boom, Dr. Nefarious comes up and messes things up, and it's like that. It's like it's just a way to open a new saga.
Yeah.
Perfectly after they done closed it, and I feel like it's a perfect close and opening.
Yeah.
I think. It transitions very well because it's a genuine like mistake. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
In Ratchet, of course, yeah, he found that he was done, and it's like years later. But like in real life, when we make conclusions of things that we're not gonna do anymore, and we have people that care about us, eventually that person's gonna probably thinking about it and will want to see that for you, and would bring it back to your attention.
Yeah.
And I just feel like it's very organic how it's being opened back up.
Yeah. I'm definitely with you, right? Like I feel like if it was Ratchet that repaired the Dimensionator, I think that would have been weird.
It'd be messed up.
That would have not made any sense. Yeah. Absolutely. But the fact that it's Clank doing it as a favor for his brother in all intents and purposes, right?
And even then Ratchet's like, what? Like, I don't, and even while the speech is going on, Ratchet's like, I don't want to and like he was even about to say, I'm not trying to insinuate that he does not want to do it.
Exactly.
Then, boom,
yeah.
Nefarious
I love this. Yeah, exactly. Yes. That's why I love
it's perfect.
Dude, that's why I'm so excited to see where it all ends up because bro, like honestly, we have Ratchet like about to, be like, hey, Clank, like I fucking appreciate it, but like bro, like I'm good. Like I've come to terms with like this is my home, and then I know what it's like, and I think you know what it's like too, right?
And it still keeps up with Clank, like Ratchet says, I'm done, whatever, and Clank still takes the Dimensionator, Ratchet probably will forever say he's done, and then he still repairs it and shows up to him years later, and then Ratchet still's like, like I appreciate the and then it's very real. I feel like it works. So looking back to that guy's tweet, I feel like he just missed out on like just kind of some interpretation of what was going on.
Yeah. I agree. Like, it's a way to look at it, right? But then when you have context, it really just kind of just dissolves, right? And like, I love that moment where Ratchet almost, tells Clank, hey, like, I'm good, right? Because I'm sure you can relate to this too, right? Where, should I use, I'm trying to think about use like a real word. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna get a little bit personal here, right? So like, a few years ago, right, I had a relationship, ended, right? A few years go by, we're in college now, we end up talking again, right? And we have a conversation, and we pretty much just solved all of our problems in the span of like 2 fucking nights. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, now that we've grown, we've matured, we can step back and look at the situation and look at the faults from not only my side, but, her side as well and all that. And like, it then became a real like introspective decision of like, I have came to terms with the fact that I lost you and you will not be a part of my future, right? And now that I have an opportunity to potentially, spark that again and do that,
you don't know if you want to.
Exactly. It becomes complicated because you've already come to terms as a human and you've already evolved as a soul, right?
Yeah, and now it feels
exactly.
like what once felt like a burden of man, like this desire, I should do this. It now feels like a way of like resentment. Like, do I really want to go back to this? Like,
exactly, Taj.
Yes.
You told you what I'm talking about.
So it's like the conflict of interest just reverses
exactly
on itself.
Like, I don't think it'll be that deep for Ratchet. I think it's more of just like a, hey, like, you're my family, like, you're my home. Like, I
feel like that could still be pretty deep for Ratchet, low key. I feel like that
probably
it probably cut in a little bit. He's like, I mean, like, oh my god, it's right here. Like, he's right there. Like, he's seconds away.
I really think it would. Like Ratchet, other than Alistair, and now soon we'll see with Rivet. Alistair's the only besides baby girl from the Angela, which I guess. Yeah, she was a Lombax, but okay, right. Like, well, still stands. Ratchet has came in contact with at most 3 Lombaxes in his life, 2 by the time Rift Apart opens up, right? So it is going to be interesting if like that, and I bet it will be a big focal point into Ratchet. Like,
plus probably like the burden of what happened to Alistair probably like would bring it up more. Like, okay, my dad's best friend died to this obsession, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, is this even worth it? There's just so much loss and pain.
And then also, I wouldn't even be shocked if Ratchet is like, yeah, like, I would love to see my family, right? And like see my people, but at the end of the day, it's like I never had them in the first place, right?
And I never knew any of these linebackers anyway.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
You're about to go show up to Dimension and just not know anybody, just see your people.
Yeah. Like in a very, like, for example, right? Like, I'm Dominican, right? I'm half Dominican, half, I hate stuttering, oh my god, Colombian, right? And like when I visited both countries, right, like there was this, I had a very weird feeling going, quote unquote, to my roots, like to my home, right? Like my blood, my people, right? Where it's like, yeah, they are my blood, my people, this is my culture, right? But I was born in New York, I was born in US, I was born in the United States. I'm an American, right? Like, it's a weird thing when your nationality is different than your ethnicity, right? And like, I can still like identify, right? But I'll, unless I like move to DR, right, and like learn Spanish and all that, and become more accustomed to what I already know the culture is, which I do feel like I'm very cultured in that way. It's just a little bit different, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just different, like that's just how it goes. So like, if they highlight that within Ratchet, like this conflict of like, I have a home, but my home is not with my people, right? And that struggle of two forces of like, what matters more, it's fucking cool, man. It's cool. Like,
Yeah.
I'm very excited to see where they take him for sure. For sure. And like, I wonder if like Clank is gonna be a little bit like, bro, like what the fuck? Like I did this all for you. Like I risked the universe so that you can see your family.
They probably get into a conflict like this.
Yeah, like Clank, like yeah, that would be interesting.
That would cut deep.
That would be a deep thing, bro.
And we haven't seen Ratchet and Clank. This is the thing.
What's up?
We haven't seen them fight since the very first game.
Exactly, bro.
They need to. If they bring the element back, them fighting, bro. I'm in the first game, like, bro. A whole bunch of the first game, they did not like each other, or at least Clank was trying, but Ratchet was like resenting the fuck out of him.
True.
Like, imagine his flip, like, bro. Clank is like, I'm not dealing with you, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
Taj,
but that would be.
What about this? Right? What if that's why Clank and Ratchet aren't together for the majority of the game? What if Clank voluntarily is staying with fucking Rivet? You know?
Oh, what the fuck?
And it's like, bro, I literally risked the entire fucking universe so that you can see your fucking family.
They should have some sentimental stuff. They should, bro. That would be so fire, bro.
Like,
I'm getting excited.
That would be hype, bro. That
would be hype, bro. They have some like
us, bro.
T-Lu like cut deep type thing, like they have some like cut deep like T-Lu type of cut scenes. You know, some of them choke ups. That would be fire, bro.
Bro,
I didn't even think about that.
If fucking they start beefing over this notion, bro, they
got to. I want to see it.
I could see Clank being mad at Ratchet if Ratchet says no, right? Like Clank, above all anyone else, literally knows the risks.
Or like Ratchet try blames everything on Clank. Like, bro, why would you even
mess with it? Yeah, and then Clank's like, I did it for you. Damn, that'd be crazy.
Facts.
That'd be crazy, bro.
You just came up, bro. This is probably the best. Like, we've been doing a lot of like theories and stuff throughout every episode. At the very end, for freestyling, and I think this is my favorite one.
Listen, bro, I dog. Insomniac should hey man, hire us, bro. Like, hey, we out here. But yeah, like, and then I think if they do that, right, Clank would just go with Rivet to just help fix the mess, right, and just do that with Rivet, you know, instead of Ratchet. You know, that would be super interesting, bro. But who knows if they'll do that? I don't know. Like, basically,
imagine there's something super bold, like hella bold, and killed Ratchet. Like, I'm just making shit up at this point, but like, imagine they did something like super, super, super bold, and Ratchet like dies. I doubt it happened because the game is called Ratchet and Clank. I don't know if Rivet can carry on the legacy of. I doubt they changed the name to Rivet and Clank, but it's like, bro, imagine Ratchet dies.
I mean, spoilers for T-Lu 2. Spoilers for T-Lu 2. Once again, spoilers for The Last of Us Part 2. They killed Joel.
Yes.
So, I mean.
Yeah, they did.
You know? I mean, granted, a different studio. But
and I mean, Rivet and Clank does ring. Rivet.
Oh, so now you on Team Rivet now.
I don't.
You switching up.
I don't. I'm literally just giving I can't even speak. I'm literally giving not a synopsis. What
like,
is the word?
Example.
I'm giving a hypothetical
situation.
Yes, I'm giving a hypothetical situation right now.
I don't know, but hey, man, listen, bro. Like, if I see a Team Rivet, bro, listen, man, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about it.
I'm Team Ratchet all the way, bro. Rivet, I don't know, bro. Like, it was whatever, but Ratchet's better. He's Ratchet. Like, it's Ratchet.
There's. I mean, I don't think we even like really told the. Did we go over like the actual plot of Ratchet and Clank, the part like that we know right now? I mean, no. I mean, yeah, we did. Like, Clank fixes the Dimensionator so that Ratchet can see his people. The Nefarious takes it,
and Nefarious
fucks up the commas, yeah, and does all that, yeah. Which I hope that
there's gonna be so much more like deep. I know for a fact this game's gonna be deeper than what we think.
I think it's gonna be, dude. I think it's gonna be a really cool element too. Like, when we think about Nefarious, right? Because, like, I mean, we've talked about here on this podcast series, like we've talked about, right? Where like Nefarious has always been kind of just like a one note, just very, you know, cookie cutter bad guy, right? It got a little bit different with Crack in Time, where we got to learn the backstory between him and Captain Quark, how Captain Quark kind of like bullied him as a kid and everything, and then you know, Quark pushed him into this like chemical bath, and then he became a robot and everything like that. So like, that added some depth to him for sure. But I wonder if they're gonna really take it a little bit deeper of like, Nefarious is literally willing to sacrifice the universe, and like, I don't even know if he knows he's even doing it, right? But all he wants is a dimension where he wins. I think.
But honestly, his life is depressing.
Oh fuck yeah, bro! That shit sucks. Hell yeah. He's a robot, and he got bullied in high school. Like,
all he wants is a mention where he wins. I can see that because he's been like, what he thinks as himself is probably a loser.
Yeah, and like what you point out so expertly, which I didn't even point out, everyone in Nefarious City is a robot, just like how he wanted, right? Like he's all for that, robots' lives matter, you know what I'm saying, type beat, like robots over humans, or not humans, but like living species.
Because he lost that side of him.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be interesting. Yeah, so I'm just curious if like they go a little bit more deeper with him, or if they just keep the deep stuff to the core hero cast and not give him anything necessarily. But I thought they would do that. I thought they would do it. Like, what are your thoughts on Nefarious in this game? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know we have Emperor Nefarious and Dr. Nefarious.
I think Nefarious, since this is like a lot of people's first game, I think every character is going to be very fleshed out. So I think Nefarious will also be fleshed out, just because like this is some people's first time ever seeing him. So I'm pretty sure they're going to have some backstory and a bunch of different stuff for him, for like every character.
I wonder if this is his last game. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just not sure. And also, have we seen Lawrence?
Yes.
We have?
Yes.
In Rift Apart?
Yes.
Oh shit, I haven't seen him. Damn.
I want to say yes.
Shit.
Okay. Whenever Nefarious first showed up, when he took the Dimensionator, I think he showed up. I can actually check.
Yeah, I definitely check. But like I was just wondering about him. We saw Captain Quark in one of the trailers for Zircon Jr. and everything that they've been putting out. So, and we saw him in the in like a little screenshot as well. So Quark is still out there. I wonder what Quark is doing too. Quark's gotta be pretty old, huh? Is Quark like out the superhero game?
Is Quark out the super? Think about Quark. This is the thing about Captain Quark.
Talk that talking. I know you about to talk some smack, but go ahead, bro. I'm fucking all
he's
here.
Like, he can be seen as a villain and a hero. He's like a fake ass hero, bro.
If you look at his actions on paper, you would think that's a villain.
Bro, yeah, he's a fake ass hero.
Trust that.
He's full of himself.
Trust that.
He's so full of himself. He does stupid, dumb, bad shit to try to be fake hero to make himself look good. He's all about the fame. He doesn't want to be a hero. He wants to be famous.
I wonder if Ratchet and Clank have a intervention with him. Like, bro,
they know he's full of shit. They all know he's full of shit. But like, when would they actually? They should have an intervention with him, bro.
Like, bro, like you're a fucking clown, bro.
You're
like
a fraud.
Every time me and Clank actually save the day, you just take credit for it like a dummy. You know what I'm saying? And like
that. Then you tried to kill us multiple times.
True. And if you recall, in the first gameplay segment from E3 last year, well, not E3, but the State of Play last year for PlayStation 5, everyone, those bystanders are saying, "Oh my God, thank God, Ratchet and Clank's here." Oh, thank God.
Right.
So
they know Captain Quark's full of shit.
At least the public knows too. It's like, yo, Captain Quark ain't shit. Shot to him, though. Shot to him. Yeah, shot to him. He's a funny character, but if we're talking like in game, you're totally right, Taj. Totally right.
Yeah, dude's a weirdo. He's funny and cool. He's such a weirdo, man. It's not about that action or that whatsoever.
He really ain't, bro. He really ain't. I wonder.
The only time he gets shit done is when he's doing bad shit.
Damn, bro. Talk that talk. You right.
So the only time he gets shit done is if he's doing some evil ass shit, bro. And he was getting bitched around by Drek. Don't forget.
Don't forget. Even in the reboot, he was wildin'.
Yeah, like,
come
on, man.
Yeah, man. he needs like an intervention or some sort of like coming to Jesus moment. I don't know. You know, he needs.
He definitely needs intervention.
Yeah. He needs something. But I do wonder what his role is going to be. I would love to see the alternate dimension version of him as well. I'm very curious to see that, you know? Like,
maybe he won't. Bro, what if he's like a fucking badass?
Fuck, dude. What if he's leading the resistance?
Nah.
What?
Bro.
What
if he's leading the resistance? He's like a badass,
That's what I'm saying.
cold-blooded killer, bro.
What if Rivet's like,
fire.
yo, come.
You not fucking with Corkimus? No, I'm playing.
Like, yo, Clank, come fucking meet my boy Corkerus or whatever you want to call him. I don't know. Oh man, that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. I think the last point we really gotta hit is Rivet, probably. You know, unless you have something else to say. But like, where are you at with Rivet in terms of the overall story and lore? You know what I'm saying? What do you got cooking, Taj?
I feel like she's gonna surprise us, honestly. Like, I don't really know what to expect out of her, but I feel like we're in for it, I think.
Yeah. I mean, she's on the cover, so obviously, like, she's very, very important to the overall story. But like, it can't just be more than just her being in their Lombax, right?
Yeah, she's gonna, bro. Honestly, she might have a bigger like plot focal point than Ratchet. Honestly, she might.
Yeah, man, we're gonna see for sure. We're definitely gonna see, you know, for sure. Yeah, I'm super curious as to like,
cause this is like some Abby Ellie stuff, except they actually put in the cover and told us.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. And at least we're seemingly going back and forth in a more frequent standpoint as opposed to half the game than half the game. You know. Yeah.
True, but at the same time,
What's up?
I don't feel like this game will be so like half and half. Like, you play as this character, I don't think it's gonna jump back that frequent.
Really?
I don't know why. I don't feel like it'll be very frequent.
I was low key thinking like the same cadence of like a Crack in Time with Ratchet and Clank.
I don't think it'll be that frequent.
Really? Okay. Interesting.
Because I feel like I don't think they want to like have us jumping around so much.
That's fair.
I feel like they want to most like marinate and be able to digest one like folk. Like, I don't know. I don't know.
I hear you.
This
No,
is just
I hear
in my
you.
opinion. I don't know.
Yeah, I hear you.
They could, but
Yeah,
like, for instance, whenever we first see Rivet, we don't even play as her. From what we've seen from the beginning, we're chasing her down. So who knows how long that lasts? You know what I mean? But whenever Clank is with Rivet, we don't play as her right away. We're still playing as Ratchet.
Fair point.
It could have jumped right there and switched, but it's like it didn't. So I don't know.
Interesting.
Maybe the first time we play as Rivet is whenever she goes to that. Bro, it could be whenever. Bro, what planet were they on? Where she was in the garage, and then she opened up her store, and they're like, "Yeah, last time you came." That could have been the first time we played as her, due to the audio cues.
Wait, where was that city? Yeah, you have a good point.
That was pretty. It looked like it was pretty far in. I don't lie.
Like, I want to say Metropolis City, but it seemed like it was light out, right?
It was more of like a. I feel like it was more like non-developed type of planet.
Maybe it's what's it called? This Torin 4? Maybe it's Torin 4 where the big robot is?
Nah, it wasn't that one. It was
Nope.
It was a Crack in Time planet, I think.
Oh shit, okay. Interesting.
I think. I don't know.
Okay.
I might be wrong.
Yeah, solid point, but man, it's clear as day Rivet's going to be very, very integral to the story. I just wonder how integral she is. I wonder, like Rivet's going to be very interesting, and I'm glad that they haven't talked too much about her. You know, like Avery says before, but like I just love how like we haven't seen seemingly past like the first hour to like maybe hour and a half of the game as a whole. You know,
but I feel like we have though.
Really.
I feel like these Rivet sections, bro. I feel like it's more than an hour.
I mean, I can't even say for sure. You're right. I mean, I think when I'm saying about like an hour and a half, I just feel like I'm saying like we haven't seen a lot of the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, as a whole, right? I mean, granted, I could be wrong. For all we know, this game is only like an 8-hour game. You know, which I don't think it is. I'm not saying it is. Definitely not.
Has to be long, bro. I think Ratchet and Clank 2016 was like 10 to 15.
Yeah. It was about that. Yeah. But man, I can't wait for this story, bro. I can't wait for it, man. I need it.
I can't either. I think it's gonna be the biggest one.
Yes, sir. I think it could be the best one.
I think it definitely could be the best Ratchet. This potentially could be the best RNC game of all time.
Let's fucking go, dog. Let's fucking go. We only have like 2 weeks away, bro. We're only 2 weeks away from it, bro. We're so close.
We're getting close.
Yes, sir. But if you have any last minute things to say about the story, I think we've pretty much covered it. With good conversation, man. Bro. A good ass conversation, bro. For sure. But if you're all done with your story tidbits and everything, where can the people find you, Taj?
You can find me over on Instagram and Twitter at Tajay Moment and YouTube. YouTube name would be Tajay, youtube.com/Tajay. And yeah.
Bet. Of course, this has been Road to Rift Apart episode 8, the weekly podcast dedicated to any and all things Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, from news, lore, reactions, and upon our release, our review along with a spoiler cast. Catch us here on youtube.com/PlayStation Source, as well as podcast services like Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, etc. via our anchor link down below in the description. Like the video and rate the podcast to help us get seen by more viewers so we can grow the BSS family. Down below as well, you can let us know what you like or dislike about the show and connect with us further on Twitter and Discord in that description. Also, Taj's links are down below as well in every episode. If you're feeling generous, feel free to hit that join button to become a member of the channel with the $1 Prince tier, like Stippy Wamuza and Gameplay Sir, and our $5 Kingdom members just like Caleb Kaiser, SideQuest Sean, Stadia Vet Gaming, and the homie Owen. Make sure to check out for the stream series of Resident Evil Village. Definitely, I'll be streaming with Ratchet and Clank, but before that, we will be doing Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes as well, and maybe a little bit of MGS5 before Ratchet and Clank comes on. But of course, when the game comes out, that will be the main priority until that is done. Then we'll go back to Metal Gear Solid 5 for the stream series. So excited for that. Yeah, thank you all for watching. Next week we're going over the bets episode. Next week's gonna be cool. I'm gonna make some bets, Tajay. I'll give you maybe like 12 different bets that we can do. It's gonna be fire. It's gonna be fire. But yeah, thank you all for watching. And as always, greatness awaits.